Hey everybody, James Yeager and
it's Billy Birdsell,
and we want to talk about one of the neatest things that I've ever done in my life. This amazing chopper ride we did out at Kalahari Oryx.
In California, we'd say it was dope. It's like, we're going to show you, it's HD 360, but it was really like unbelievable. You almost can't even describe how cool it was to be up in this helicopter. And I think at times we were 15 feet off the ground.
Yeah, I don't know, but it felt like it. And I don't particularly like helicopters, and I don't like doing acrobatics. And I'm in with Quis, if there was a X Games for helicopters, he would be the winner.
Yeah, he really is. He's when it comes to wildlife and a bush pilot who understands all these animal dynamics and how to get up on them and herd them and see them in the best way. He's one of the best guys around.
And so we got to fly with him. It's like off a movie. If you get in and that doesn't work or this doesn't work.
Yeah, a few things were turned off. There were a few things, he turns off on the circuit breakers. Like, you don't need that.
It really is. There's a lot of this movie that this reminds me of a movie.
And we were zooming.
Yeah, and what a absolutely beautiful place, and that was in the Kalahari Desert, and that red sand reminds me of Camden. That rain, you've got that red clay on, but just absolutely beautiful. Quist was
so kind of a cross between Camden and West Texas.
yeah. But just amazing footage, an amazing pilot, and so at one point we circled a corral. Do you want to kind of explain what the shoot?
So this place is so big, and they have so many animals that they have what's really like a full-time operation of selling game to other places, and they support a lot of other facilities with game that comes off of this ranch. And we're not dealing with cattle. Like these animals breed wild, they feed wild, and they live in a wild space. So how you corral wild animals, that ain't like woohoo, like with the rope and lasso on a horse. Like that ain't how they do it. So he literally cowboys these herds of wild animals with a helicopter, and then they got this big chute, and it must be 500 meters wide at the top of it, and it gets narrower, and we just missed. If we would have been there a day earlier, we could have filmed it. But then they have guys on the ground who watch stampeding herds of wild animals come into the chute, and it goes like 500 meters wide, 400 meters wide, 300 meters wide, down to 3 meters wide.
And as they come through, these guys close curtains so they can't see to go back the other way, so they can't turn around.
And then at the downstream end is the trailer of a truck. And and they herd them into the trailer, shut the door, drive it away, pull the next one, off they go. They are able to supply meat to the local market at 1/3 the cost of beef.
Yeah.
So if you're a local guy, you can buy Gibbsbuck and Springbuck and Blesbuck and all these different animals for 1/3 the price as buying a farm-raised cow. And
the local folks don't make much money, and so they literally, with this type of culling their herds, they are keeping humans alive. Because think about it, like if you have a few dollars a day to feed your family, I can feed them a little bit of beef or fill them with oryx or whatever the case may be, and
there's a great meat.
Yeah, and they're doing a fantastic service to the community here. It's fantastic.
Yeah, done right, everybody wins.
I've seen some cattle here. I'd rather eat the wild game. The cattle looks pretty worse for wear.
This ain't America cattle. This ain't off the farm in Kansas type of cattle.
Oh, but shout out to Quis, and I'm not saying his name wrong. His name is Quis. Quis.
It's Koos. And with the accent, he when we say Quis, he knows who we're talking about. But when they say it, it's a little different.
But what a great guy. He's like, out of the crew we met, he's like the funny guy,
Oh, non-stop moving, and guy flies around in a helicopter all day, herding animals, doing all this stuff, and it's also amazing at the the passion they have for wildlife, the love they have for the wildlife, and the sacrifices they make in order to have the healthiest herds and the strongest ecosystem out there on their land.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody there at Oryx, and thanks for the hospitality and the helicopter ride and everything. And we look forward to seeing you guys again. If any of you guys watching want to help out with any of this stuff that's going on, at the end of the series we will have information on how you should best help. And the reason we're not telling you that now is because we haven't figured it out yet. But when we figure it out, we're going to let you know how you can help. And we've had a great time here. It's been wonderful. Shout out to everybody that we've come in contact here in South Africa. And I can't wait to get back.
I told James that if I ever think the helicopter ride is boring or gets old, he's allowed to kill me.
Take care, guys.